Hare Krishna, welcome you all for e-Gurukula sessions. And today is Tuesday. There is a story session, and we are discussing about the Mahabharata episodes. So generally, stories are very well appreciated. Everybody likes, huh? They get fascinated. They get to know. They involve themselves into those characters and in those aspects. so so stories are good, but provided they teach us something meaningful. Otherwise, they have the stories, no, which are Harry Potter or things and all. I mean, it's a good entertainment, but everything is fiction. Everything is imagined. There's nothing substance in that. Whereas we have Ramayana, Mahabharata. So these all things have been given right from the childhood. We learn, we understand. Then that brings out a very wonderful personality. So we should have a very good practice of regularly studying and discussing these things. Let us begin with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Ramanathanutam Tam Sachivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhantamsha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratushe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So where was going on the discussion? Anyone remember? The book is visible, right? I'm showing now without this. Yeah.
Yes, visible.
Yeah. What was going on? Very graphic episode was going on. Yeah, Jashit Prabhu remember. Yeah. The Hidimba and Hidimbi. Hidimbi or what is that? Hidimbi. Yeah. Yeah. So there was a man-eating Rakshasas. The Pandavas had escaped from the exile and things, and now they have reached to the other side. And Bhima was practically taking them on the shoulder all the way, all four brothers, and at the same time the mother also. So everyone is putting on the shoulders and taking them with them. Right, so very, very amazing. And then finally they come to the one tree, they rest, and Bhima was guarding them. So meanwhile, that Rakshasa, man-eating Rakshasa, he opens his eyes and gets the smell of some humans around. So he wanted to eat them. So he sends his sister. So go and check. So when that sister comes, she becomes impressed seeing the Bhima's personality. What a hero he is. Yeah, here is that Rakshasa named Hidimba. And then she says, Hidimbi, wake up. I smell human flesh. It has been a long time since we tasted our favorite food. My mouth is watering. Quickly find the humans and after killing them, bring them here. So Rakshasa woman, that Hidimbi, she agreed and went. But then when she saw the Bhima, then here is mentioned. Hidimbi decided that he should be her husband. She got impressed and she wanted to marry him. So then anybody remember what Bhima says? Two things he says. She says, "You come with me, we will go," or something like that. No? Bhima says that I won't leave, and nothing can happen to me. Basically, he was not running out of responsibility. Yeah, you see here. Oh Rakshasi, how do you expect me to abandon my sleeping mother and brother simply to gratify my lust? So Hidimbi told Bhima that she would save him from her brother, that Rakshasa. She would carry him through the sky and far away from Hidimba. So they both would have gone and would have enjoyed. But you see how Bhima is responsible. He is not losing his sense of responsibility. So although it is a Kshatriya's duty to give the shelter for anybody who asks, so Bhima was ready, but then he is not doing at the cost of his responsibility. And this is very important point. Now for us, women may not come, but for us, our sports or some mobile games, this also kind of lust on, we want to enjoy them. And then we forget our responsibility, our daily chanting rounds, our services in the home. We can help father and mother in their daily course, and then our own studies if it is remaining and all. But then we forget to the responsibilities. So that should not happen. So Bhima is very, very responsible. This is a point. Anybody remember a very famous episode? Another personality was proposed by another lady, beautiful lady. But then he also told in a responsible sense. And he also rejected her.
Arjuna.
Huh?
Arjuna.
Arjuna. Where? Which episode? Correct. Our Divyashpu is writing Haridas Thakur. That prostitute had come and then she proposed Haridas Thakur, but Haridas Thakur is my chanting is remaining. Then I will gratify your senses. Yeah, Arjuna's episode I was remembering. Where, Prabhu? Prahlad Prabhu, which episode, Arjun?
I don't know.
You don't know? Then how you told?
Prabhuji, I saw the serial actually.
But then you might be seeing some details, something they might have shown. Anyways, Arjuna had also gone. That will be reading anyway, by the way. Now it will come. Arjuna had gone to Devlok and then there Urvashi proposes Arjuna. We say this to the students in the school and college, how Arjuna was a person of character. So Arjuna saw Urvashi as his mother's relationship and sister. She says, no, this is not right. And Urvashi was telling, no problem. These rules doesn't apply in the heavens. Heavens, there are no relationship what we have on the earth. Heaven, anybody's. But Arjuna told, no. This is not proper. So see, this is a character. So Bhima, we find he is not losing himself. Hidimbi looked down at the sleeping Pandavas and Kunti. Wake them up all. See, now she's telling you wake them up and I will take all of them also. Okay, you have a problem with them. Then so Bhima says, I shall not wake my mother and brothers out of fear of any Rakshasa. See, there is no Rakshasa, Yaksha or Gandharva able to withstand my strength. Oh, beautiful shape lady, you may stay or go as you please. Or if you like, you may send your man-eating brother to me. So first she said, let us both of run. I'll take you, we'll fly from Akash Marg and we'll go to the mountains. Then he said, no, how can I leave my brother and mother? Then Hidimbi said, okay, wake them up. I'll take all of them also. Then Bhima said, come on, I won't disturb them. Nobody in the world can stand in front of me. You want, you stay. Otherwise, you go away, or if third option, you send your brother to me. Whatever you want, you do. But I won't disturb them. This is a sense of responsibility. Yeah, let's see. As they were speaking together, Hidimba, the brother, was becoming impatient. Where was his foolish sister? Why had she not returned? Rakshasa jumped down his tree and moved toward the human scent. Hidimbi sensed her brother's approach, and she became alarmed. She pleaded with Bhima, please do not argue with me. My brother is coming. Do not tarry here and become his meal. Wake up the others and allow me to rescue all of you. Bhim simply smiled. This cannibal presents no problem to me. Indeed, I shall kill him here before your eyes. Do not consider me an ordinary human being. My two arms are like the trunks of the mighty elephants, and my thighs resemble the iron clubs. My prowess is no less than Indra himself. I fear nothing. Since the Bhim, Hidimba was still doubtful. She had seen the Rakshasa giants prove their superiority over men on many occasions. They were more on level with the celestial than with humans. It was a rare human who could overpower a Rakshasa. Ho ho ho. Right, Rakshasa, no? These are the true incidents. Many times we read about Rakshasas in the stories and all, but these are all mythologically they show. But this is a fact. Right? This is not just a story. Bhim looked over Hidimbi's shoulder and saw her brother approaching. He was as dark as a rain cloud, and he had hideous features, these ugly features. His ears were shaped like arrows. Yeah, we will read about that. Shubham Prabhu, good doubt, we'll take to you. Shubham Prabhu is asking, isn't that the Bhima is proud about himself? Anybody like to clarify? Is it not that Bhima is proud about himself? He is saying that nothing can happen to me. I am so huge and mighty. Nobody can stand in front of me. Is it a pride or not? If not, then what it is? If yes, then okay, it's a pride. Bhima is proud. It's a 6 anartha. He's having pride as anartha with him. Yes, anybody like to clarify? Nobody asked the doubt. That's why I think all of you understood it. I also did not emphasize because I felt okay. This is a common expression, but this is a good to understand. Yes, anyone? Jashit Prabhu, Divesh Prabhu, what are the answers? Is it not that Bhima is proud of his powers? He's speaking such big words. Devotee should be humble, no? He should not show his powers. He should not, he may have, but then he should be. Hare Krishna? No comments. Mostly to console Hidimbi and with a tinge of pride. Yeah. See, one thing is, yeah, that's one point is correct, to console the Hidimbi, because she was in a frightful state. She was in a very fearful. So somebody should give a confidence so that things need to be spoken. So, and then it is not a pride actually. Kshatriyas, they show their honor and what you call, they show their prowess by speaking these words about themselves, about their own glories, and then calling out the ill name to the enemy. Like that, then the Kshatriyas, because the Kshatriyas' duty is to fight, no? And you cannot fight in a humble disposition, which Arjuna was holding before. Then Krishna told him Bhagavad Gita, then Arjuna became what you call, very heroic, and like Kshatriya spirit was start. So yeah, there are certain ways, but Bhima especially, we find the Pandavas have been Kshatriyas. So this prowess are there, and Bhima especially has that kind of more spirit, because he's a powerful, right? Here we read all 5 of them, he took them on his shoulder and carried, and still is guarding, but he's never tired. And he's having that, that's why he's speaking. Pride comes when, two things you don't have, but still you boast about yourself. That's obviously foolishness. He says big words, but he doesn't have anything with him. And second case, you have, and you are boasting about yourself only for your sense gratification. Like that's what the demons generally do. They do have powers. They boast about their powers, like Bhim is boasting, but the purpose is for sense gratification, for a selfish cause. Whereas Bhim, it's not that he doesn't have power and he's boasting. Obviously, it's not a fact. We read now. He has the power, he has the ability, what he's speaking. And second, he's not speaking for his own selfish purpose. If he really wanted, he would have ran with Hidimba before only. Okay, nice, I am a powerful and she is a beautiful, let us go and enjoy. Right? But then here, he's doing as a service. He's guarding his brothers and things. So that's why we can understand that. So sometimes we need to see the scene also, in what context they're speaking about. Just by words, if you see, then it's true. His Bhim is proud about himself. The pride is not good. Nobody likes. But another interesting fact you all observed in the previous reading, how was Bhima's attitude? Yes. Very interesting. There we can understand that Bhim or Arjun, although they have the powers and things, but they're not proud of those things. They're using it very wisely in a controlled manner, not to boast themselves. Very famous discussion happened last to last, I think, in Varnavati. Anybody remember? When Yudhishthir Maharaj told all the Pandavas, what's the matter? How this house is made up of a lag, is going to get burned. And who was that personality appointed by Duryodhan? Anybody remember his name? Who is there to set the fire to the house? Purochan. Very nice. So then what was the response of Bhim and Arjun? Anybody remember? As when Yudhishthir told them what is the scene is going to be now. Where are they going to live and what is the condition? What is the response of Bhim and Arjun? To overthrow Duryodhan. Perfect. They said this Purochan right now will finish him off and go back and attack on this foolish Duryodhan and all. No, they don't want to leave from here. That is the second option. Second option they told. First and foremost reaction they told, let us kill this Purochan and throw up the Duryodhan. But then what Yudhishthir Maharaj told, no, that's not a proper. And then they agreed also. It's not that they argued with Yudhishthir. No, that's the point I wanted to highlight. And then they said, let us leave from here. Then that would have created again the doubt. And then again the Duryodhan and things, they again would have planned some dangerous way to attack on the Pandava. That's why they did not, Yudhishthir, no, that's not also the point to run away. So the point is, Bhim, Arjun, although they are having powers, but they are submissive to Yudhishthir Maharaj. They're not using independently. That's another thing. The person who is a proud, like Daksha's episode we read, no? In Srimad Bhagavatam it comes. So many people were warning him, Mother Sati comes next time, and then so many other people not to insult Sati or things, but still he went on. So the pride makes one act in a very, very unsubmissive way. Clear, Shubham Prabhu? So we saw the personality.
Yes,
and we saw the consequences in connection of showing these words for what purpose they're speaking. Yeah, Hidimba was still doubtful. I think this we read, yeah. So his hideous features. His ears were shaped like arrows, and the shock of red hair on his head stood erect. His powerful body, clad in a lion cloth, was covered with a wiry red hair. And don't get frightened. In the night, you don't get dream. I hope. Anyway, we'll read how Bhim kills, so you will get a good dream. The Rakshas was as tall as a tree and had a broad shoulders. His arms, thick like tree trunks, reached down to his knees. His huge mouth was open, revealing rows of fearful fangs. He opened his fangs generally for a snake, they say, na? But this is Rakshasa he also is having. He opened his crimson eyes in surprise as he saw his sister standing in a human form next to him. Seeing her so beautifully bedecked with celestial ornaments, Hidimba immediately understood that she had become lustful toward the human. He spoke angrily. Who is so foolish as to create an obstacle for me when I am hungry? Oh, sister, have you become so senseless that you do not fear my anger? Fie upon you. O unchaste woman, simply out of lust, you are ready to do me an injury and sacrifice the very honor of our race. I shall kill you along with these humans. Ho, ho, ho. So, so this is a point of Hidimbi. Shurpanakha also comes. She also disguises, but then she herself attacks. Right, all of you know the episode. No? She could not able to control herself, and she attacks on Sita, and then Lakshman attacks back, and then finally Shurpanakha goes in angry. Hidimbi comes, but then she don't want to cause any harm, so she stays back with the beam, and then let's see now how it goes. So he's telling, fire upon you, O unchaste woman. Simply out of lust, you are ready to do me an injury. So Bhim was not ready to cause injury to the Pandavas or the other brothers, right? Out of lust, he also would have gone, or he also would have woke them up, but nothing. So lust makes one lose one's own responsibility. So of course, these are Rakshasas only. What is their lust for them and what is the responsibility? But he is feeling that his selfish motive of eating the humans is being disturbed by his sister. So that's why he is saying that you have been taken away by the lust. Pressing his teeth together, Hidimba ran at his sister with his arms raised. Bhim stood up at once and stepped forward. His voice boomed out, "Stop! How dare you awaken my peacefully sleeping brothers? Nor should you attack this innocent woman. O wicked-minded one, your sister is not in a control of herself. She has been brought under Cupid's control. Therefore, she could not be punished. She should not be punished." So see, first he's telling, how dare you awaken my sleeping brothers? Again, the point of responsibility is there. Bhim smiles scornfully at the cannibal, challenging him to fight, and the prince said, "Today you shall reach the land of the dead. I will pound your head to pieces. Your sister shall see me drag your mountain-like frame, even as a lion drags an elephant. Hawks, vultures, and jackals will then gleefully tear apart your corpse. Today this forest shall be rendered safe for all travelers." So they have to speak these words, not just for the sake of speaking. That creates a confidence and a passion and things. Hidimba flared up. He laughed at the human's impudence. Advancing toward Bhim, the cannibal screamed, "What use is this boasting? First accomplish all this and then speak. You think yourself strong, but you shall learn the truth today. For now, your brothers may sleep peacefully. First I shall kill you, O foul-mouthed one. After drinking your blood, I will then slay the others." So he himself is foul-mouthed. Foul-mouthed means the bad smell. It is a Rakshasa is only that meant, that kind of, because he eat all flesh and all. The Rakshas rushed at Bhim with his arms outstretched. Bhim immediately seized the giant arms and, not wanting to disturb his sleeping brothers, dragged him away a full 32 cubits, even as a lion might drag a small deer. So he literally caught hold of the Rakshasa and dragged him far, far, far. Hidimba broke free from Bhima's hold and wrapped his arms around him. He tightened his grasp and tried to crush him to death. Bhim was unharmed. Even while held in the Rakshasa's powerful grip, Bhim pulled him still further away so that his terrible yells might not disturb the others. See how consciously he's fighting. No? First he took him, and then now he's catching him in such a way his sound also should not disturb others. He then burst free from Hidimba and clasped him in turn. The two fighters displayed their might as they lifted and hurled each other violently. They crashed about like two great elephants fighting for supremacy. Huge trees were smashed and splintered. The noise awoke the other princes and their mother. They sat up and looked around. They were astonished to see the extraordinarily beautiful Hidimbi. Kunti addressed her with gentle words. So sound came, but the scene was not there. This Hidimbi was standing. O celestial maiden, who are you? To whom do you belong? Why have you come to this forest? Are you the forest deity or an apsara? Please tell me everything. Hidimbi explained who she was and how she had come to be standing there. Pointing to the combatant, she said, I have chosen your golden-hued and immensely powerful son as my husband. Greatly angered by this, my brother has attacked him. See now how they struggle together, man and Rakshas, filling the forest with their roars. Yudhishthira and other Pandavas stood up hastily and looked across at Bhima. He was pounding Hidimba with his fist, making a sound like thunderclaps. The Rakshas pressed forward and reached for Bhima's neck with a large hand. As they grabbed, a dust cloud rose and covered them. They appeared like two cliffs enveloped in mist. Arjun ran over and with a smile on his lips said to his brother, "Oh mighty armed one, why did you not wake me? I can see that you are growing tired fighting with this terrible Rakshas. Rest now and I shall kill him. Nakula and Sahadev will protect our mother." Arjun was taunting his brother only to incite his anger. And his words had the desired effect. He blazed up with fury and replied, "You need only be a spectator, dear brother. Have no fear. Now that this evil cannibal has entered my clutches, he shall not escape with his life." So once you take a project, now will not leave. Arjun urged Bhim to make haste. Twilight was approaching and the Rakshasa's strength would be doubled. Bhim should kill him at once before he was able to use mystic powers and illusions to fight. Anybody knows any other where they say the twilight is approaching, hurry up. Now the Rakshasa's strength will double. Evening time, twilight means evening time, Rakshasa's powers increases. So before his power increases, Bhim, kill him. So same dialogue was told at some other fight also. This was, I'm not sure whether all of you know that, but in the Bhagavatam it comes when Varahadev was fighting with Hiranyaksha. So there the Devatas pray to Varahadev. Although Varahadev is the supreme lord, but then Devatas were in a fearful state. So they pray, "Oh Lord, the twilight is appearing, this demon will become powerful, please kill him immediately now." Varahadev was enjoying the fight, but then now Devatas requested support. So evening time, that's why evening we should go to rest early, not remain awake. Anybody knows any other episode where the effect of evening took place? They were awake in the night and something they did which should not be done, and as a consequences something inauspicious thing produced. It was done in a twilight time. That also comes in Bhagavatam. Very nice. Jashitra is writing. There's a Diti and Kashyapa. So Diti wanted to have a child and Kashyapa told this is not the right time. Lord Shiva and all hobgoblins are traveling now. This is not a proper. But then Diti was taken over by Cupid and then the Kashyapa also fulfilled her desire. And as a consequence is what happened? What is that inauspicious thing happened? The inauspicious thing that Asuras were born. Yeah, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha were born. So that's why evening time we have to do prayers. We have to chant, we have to do some bhajans, and then we have to take shelter of the Lord and take rest early, so that then we don't have to face. But early morning we should be active, because early morning Brahma Murta Devatas are in full blown. So that is the point we have to take in action. So now what happened further? How Bhim takes over to Hidimba or Hidimba kills Bhim. What happens, that we'll read in the next week. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So today's exit question to you all, to check whether what you remember. Right? So what was the Bhima's powers. There are some words Bhim says about himself. My arms are like this and things, and also who remember? Anyone? Bhima's powers when he describes about himself. Hidimba says, "Oh, do hurry up! My brother is coming and will attack." But then Bhim says, "Don't worry." Yeah, so Bhim describes about his powers. So anybody knows any one or two powers of Bhim? So this description also we should remember, this fine expression. So when you narrate to somebody, you should be able to speak how powerful they were and then how this was their things, and also one or two adjectives at least we should be able to quote. Very nice. Divish wrote about arms and the legs. Very good. Any more? What Bhim was telling about his powers? Yeah. His arms were tree trunks, correct? His legs were iron maces. And then he mentioned, no yakshas, rakshasas, gandharvas, humans can stand in front of me. Yeah, my power is like Indra's. So that's what, yeah, that's a good point. One more point, the Vishnu is right. So this thing should be taken very, very proper. So when we read as an information, we may say that Bhim was there, Hidimba came, fight happened, and then finished. But the description brings out that visualization. Description brings out that impact, what the scene was set. That's why sometimes in movies also they show hero is pressing on his thighs and things and all, and then some detail they show a little bit in between before actually attack happens. So same way our narration ability gets more impactful when we describe these details also. That's what you'll find repeatedly. Now we were reading fight between Bhim and Hidimba. They would have written only in one line, Bhim killed or Hidimba killed, whatever, whoever killed him, to finish, and then they went on to the next chapter. But they do take a couple of paragraphs to describe the scene, how the storm was set up, and then they were catching each other's legs and the neck and things, and also the narration we can learn the art of narrating in a proper way, that we can observe. So that's all for today's meeting. Thank you all very much for joining with your active participation. Let us end with Vaishnav Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.